All right, so just spent 3 days playing DayZ Standalone, which is obviously the game made after the huge success of the DayZ mod on Arma 2. Now, if you don't know what this game is, it is a survival game slash... Well, actually, no, that it's a survival post-apocalyptic game. It's part of that new genre. You know, it's all about surviving in a post-apocalyptic world filled with zombies and other people. Other people are not always necessarily your friends, and you obviously are not always necessarily friends of the other people. It all depends on how you want to play. It's completely open to whatever you want it to be. You have to go around getting food, you have to go around getting water, you have to go around getting guns and supplies, and just pretty much doing anything and everything you can possibly do to keep yourself alive. It's all about that. And the zombies are just kind of like almost a side story to this game. Like, they're there, and they will attack and hurt you and try to put you down, but they're not as big a threat as the massive threat of other players. Just like this game, to me, is more close to the experience of Walking Dead than anything else out there right now. You know, even more so than the official game by Telltale. I think that this game, it gives you more of an experience. For the feel of that Walking Dead, you know, you can't trust the zombie. Obviously, you can't trust the zombies. You can't, the risk of once you meet a person out on the road, you don't know what's going to happen. That guy might turn around and try to kill me to take my stuff, or, you know, maybe he'll end up being my bestest buddy of all time, you know. So it's got a lot of that going for it. And that's the draw for it, is that people love, the survivalists out there really love this game, because it counts how many days you stayed alive. And if you die, that's no big. You do lose everything. You lose all your stuff, and you start with a fresh character. But, you know, big deal. Most people, I mean, that's just part of the game. When you play this game, you know you're going to die. You're going to die. You have to accept that. And if that's something you can't handle, then this is definitely not the game for you. Now, what's cool about the game? Well, it's pretty obvious. This is the best survival game, you know, that on the market that you can, you know, that somebody could play. At least it will be. This is the alpha stage. So let me be clear about that. This is very, very, very alpha. Okay, this is very early. So it's not really something that if you really hate bugs and all that stuff, you might want to wait for the release. But as of the making of this video, it's $30. So it does have its problems with any alpha, because they're working on it, you know. And you can, you know, if you truly love DayZ, you can accept that. But right now, it's still DayZ fun. You're out there with your friends, or if you're out there on your own. How long can you survive? That's the answer that DayZ, that's the question that DayZ asks. How long can you survive in the DayZ world? Okay, and that's really the draw. That's what's really cool about it. It's the original survival post-apocalyptic game. Okay, which is a new genre, pretty much started by a freaking mod. You know, but just like Dota began as a mod and now as a massive franchise. You know. This DayZ stuff, survival games are now on the rise as games that you're going to see dominate everywhere. It's only a matter of time before they start hitting consoles too. So that's pretty much what's cool about it. The things that kind of suck. Okay, I mean it's obviously that it's in beta, right? It's in alpha. So it's hard for me to lay out, well, this is what sucks, because most of the things that I'm probably irritated with are probably going to be fixed, or they're probably going to be added to or changed or whatever. So it's really tough. This is not so much this is just my opinion of it, and it's definitely a positive experience. I love this game. Okay, it offers a very unique experience. I do not support infestation survivor stories at all. If you have to buy one or the other, it's stupid to buy Infestation. I absolutely despise the people who made that game for the way they lied to people to get them to just jump on the bandwagon of DayZ. So if you want a good survival game, play the original. It's DayZ, period. It's $30 as of the making of this video. It is open, to anyone to come and play and have a good time, and you can be there for the game as it goes on. Now, DayZ has always had one major flaw, and that's kind of like the connecting and the swinging of weapons and these weird bugs, where it's hard to tell if you're connecting with your swings and stuff like that. It never has been solid like that. Not the mod, and certainly not the standalone right now. Now, is that something that's going to stay with the series forever? I don't know. I mean, it's something that was never fixed in Arma 2 mod. And he obviously spent a lot of years on that. But this is his baby. This is the standalone. This is the one he wants to really succeed. So will he fix something like that? Yeah, I think he'll get close. But I think it's always going to be a little clunky because it's still on that Arma, Arma engine, which may have served it good but in the past, and it probably helped the standalone get made faster. But really, I think like a DayZ probably needs a complete and total restructured engine from the ground up, not based on Arma in any way at all. I think it needs its own thing. It needs to be very smooth, and the characters need to be very solid when you move them. That's a very important aspect of this game, because you really hate to get your ass killed after you've survived for 5 days because you couldn't maneuver your character correctly, But we'll see. I mean, I don't know, man. That's always been with the series, so it's kind of tough to see if that's something that's going to get fixed or not. I think that's just inherently a flaw with the Arma engine more than it is a DayZ flaw. So, yeah, like, is it worth it? Well, right now it's $30, right? So I don't know. Now I've heard a rumor that it's going to go up to $60 as soon as the guy who's making it says, "Hey, I think it's done, and anything I add after this point is just gravy." I heard it's going to go up to $60. So if you're a DayZ fan, if you've been playing DayZ, yeah, you need to buy this right now. Okay, it's something you should buy. You should be playing this instead of the mod. Because if you're playing this instead of the mod, you're showing support for the DayZ community. You're showing support for the guy who made DayZ, and the money talks. If you want this series to be successful, you buy this alpha, you get in there, and you help them make a truly awesome game. Get your input in there. Tell them what sucks. Tell them what you like. Tell them what you want to see. This is how you do it. So make sure you're jumping on board with that. Now, if you're on the fence, let's say you've never played a DayZ game, and you're like, what's all the hype about? Well, maybe this alpha isn't for you right now. Okay, maybe you go and buy Arma 2 or something and play the mod and see what you think. And if you don't like it, then at least you still have Arma 2 to play, which is still a pretty kick-ass game. You have to understand that dropping $30 down is the same thing as doing a Kickstarter. We're giving him money right now because we love what he's trying to make, and we want to support him, and we want to help him. And we're playing his game to give him as much of our support as we possibly can. That's what the alpha is about. The release, that'll be something different. And maybe we'll probably do another review for it then. But this is the alpha, and this is just a very early look at the DayZ standalone. And I'm happy. I had fun. I had lots of fun playing this. I can't say that I was ever pissed off once, but I could get that there why some people would get pissed off. I get that. There are some inherent bugs, but that's part of an alpha, right? So now I'll ask the chat, which I'm pretty sure it's going to be pretty biased, but one, if you enjoyed DayZ as a game. One, if you enjoyed the stream of DayZ. Two, if you do not like DayZ. Two, if you did not like the stream of DayZ. Please. So throw those numbers up, guys, and let your opinions be known so everyone who's watching this can see it. Like I said, this is a unique experience. I think there's only a couple games that follow the DayZ model. And that's in my opinion, I'm sorry, I just cannot be swayed from this. The piece of shit that is Infestation Stories. I hate that game. I bought it for $3 and I regretted I felt dirty after I bought that game for $3. I uninstalled it and I just have no interest in playing it. I do not want to support dickhead, smartass, go fuck yourself kind of developers. They need to. I ain't gonna support that shit. This guy deserves my support, and because he's pumping out a truly cool little product here, and I like it. I want to see more from him. So yeah, it's to me it's worth the $30 just to help him. But it's not for everyone. If you are the kind of person that plays a game and takes a controller. Like, you're playing a game and you get killed and you smash that controller because you got killed. You're like, gosh, stupid game. This may not be the game for you. Because this has got a lot of those moments of getting your ass killed very violently, very suddenly, after you've probably been alive for 5 days with some awesome gear. I had a guy who got sniped today who had a freaking awesome gear. He got a headshot out of nowhere. We didn't even know where the hell it came from. Secondly, this game requires patience. You must have patience to play DayZ because there's going to be a lot of running around, a lot of getting to the cool parts, but that's part of the game. It's an open world survival game, and it's not nonstop action all the time. And if you can accept that, and if you have patience, and you're not a hothead who gets mad and he's going to smash his keyboard, then you could probably play DayZ. So keep that in mind. Anyway, as you can see, yeah, most of the chat, except for my good friend Brian there, really like DayZ, and I fully expected that. We played this for 3 days together. It was the Black Crew on this channel live, and we had a lot of fun doing it. And that's it. That's my opinion on DayZ. I think you should definitely support this title. It definitely deserves your support. So thanks for watching, guys, and see you next time.